There is more.
Cain leaned forward, his elbows on the table, and his hands folded in front of him. He looked me in the eye.
I am going to hold up my index finger. Flames will burn from its end. I will not be burned, and you will know very clearly that it is but an illusion. I will reach forward and touch your arm with this flame. It will catch your sleeve on fire, and you will know that this is but an illusion as well. To make it clear this is an illusion, I will have the flames spread down your sleeve toward your wrist in a straight line. It will look completely unreal, and your mind will clearly see it is an illusion. Do you understand?
I nodded. You're going to create the illusion of fire and try to apply it to my sleeve.
Try?
Cain chuckled.
Yes, I guess I'll do my best.
He laughed again.
Your job is very simple, Archmage. All you have to do is see through my illusion. It is unreal, after all. So watch me.
He paused.
Try. While you feel no pain and know that you aren't really on fire.
Cain leaned back. I understand, I replied.
Sorry, but I don't think you do. Or you would be taking this much more seriously. I will not repeat this again. This is an illusion. I am telling you it is an illusion. You know this is an illusion. I want you to see through this illusion, and I want you to see the reality and not the illusion.
Cain held up his forefinger, and a 3-inch flame flickered above it.
Do you understand?
I looked over at Mr. Alley. His jaw was clenched, but he said nothing. Master Benham still held him tight. I do. Cain leaned forward and touched my sleeve near my elbow. It immediately caught on fire, and I could smell the fibers burning. I could feel the heat on my arm. The flames moved down my arm toward my wrist in a perfect circle. It looked impossible, but I barely noticed. The heat became intensely painful. The fabric charred, and I could see my skin burning. I could feel my skin burning. The pain was horrible. I tried to focus and just think that this was an illusion. It didn't work. I started to wave my arm to put out the flame, but that only made it worse. Despite the pain, I stared at the flame and focused on the knowledge that it wasn't real, but it again did no good. I cried out in pain, my arm burning, and the smell of charred flesh entering my nose. Tears poured down my face, and just when I thought I was about to faint, I was sitting in my chair swinging my arm in the air with no flames, no pain, and no smell. I touched my arm, but it felt entirely normal. My shirt was unharmed, and I wiped the tears from my face with it. I looked up, and Cain had a pistol pointed at me. When he noticed he had my attention, he turned it in his hand and held it toward me. Handle first. I took it and held it in my hand. Why are you giving me this?
It is an illusion. Examine it closely. Not a single part of that gun exists. The bullets, the handle, the trigger. They are all part of your mind right now.
I looked over the gun, and every single part looked and felt real.
Now shoot me with it.
I knew this was a test, and I knew that Cain would never put himself in jeopardy. So I turned the pistol to Cain and shot him right in the chest. The recoil of the shot knocked my arm into the air, and the sound of the shot rang in my ears. I could smell the gunpowder. Of course, nothing happened to Cain. He sat in his chair with a big smile on his face.
You seemed a bit too enthusiastic in doing that.
The gun in my hand was a little warmer, and smoke came out of the barrel.
Now here is the final exam for this short lesson I have given you. I want you to ponder the answer when you leave, and then when you come back, we can perhaps be more productive. Do you understand?
I nodded, intimidated and awestruck.
Here is your question. What do you think would happen if you took that gun in your hand? The one that is a pure illusion and doesn't exist. The one that had absolutely no effect when you fired it at me. And you shot yourself.
My immediate instinct was to say that nothing would happen. It was entirely an illusion, but part of me was certain that was wrong. I thought back to the pain I felt from the flames on my arm, and I answered emphatically, I would die. Cain nodded gravely.
Yes, Archmage. If you were to take that non-existent gun in your hand and shoot yourself with its non-existent bullets, you would die.